think she requested it when I had all of 7 subscribers. She was my very first subscriber, so this is a long time in the making. Also, whoa, 200 and I think 2 subscribers as of this morning. Thank you so much. Super exciting, super intimidating, but I hope that I don't let any of you guys down. I hope I don't let you down. So first things first. That's very loud tapping. I feel like lighting a candle. And it is a soy candle revive. Pink salt and water lily. And it's a really subtle candle. I like subtle candles. If I can get it open. Oh, there we go. And it's from Melaleuca, so it's a soy candle and it burns clean. I've got a mirror set up here, and it's angled kind of funny. It smells really, really nice. You should smell it. It's a really gentle smell. And I've got my matches. Let's see if they light. That was really easy. Normally I'm not a good match lighter. So I will. Come on, you can do it without burning my fingers. There we go. I got it. Just barely. There we go. So I have a magical box. It's a dusty suitcase. Magical box. It's a little suitcase that my sister actually got for me. And it's full. That is the extent of my makeup. I don't have a whole lot, and I will be doing a French look for you today. It is my version of a French look, so that just translates into minimal makeup. I'm not a fan of putting too much stuff on because my skin doesn't like it. I've got pretty sensitive skin. And it unfolds as I open it slowly. You can't see here. I'll do it on screen. It unfolds. So, there we go. There we go. So that is, and I'll rub it through. A lot of this stuff is samples that I've gotten that I just haven't used yet. I think this is a retinol serum by Biosense. Reduces visible lines and wrinkles. Just haven't used it at all. Probably should start. Brighten Up. Dispense microfoliant onto very wet hands and create a creamy base by rubbing hands together. So anyways, I've got Philosophy Miracle Worker. Like I said, it's just a lot of samples in here. Anyways, so to start, as I said before, I've already moisturized, so I've got that pretty good consistency. I washed my face and I have a Foreo thing to wash my face with, so I did all that with the new Tula foaming cleanser, and then I exfoliated, and then I put a serum on, and then a moisturizer, and then an eye moisturizer. So my face is all set. Ooh, but I have not used a primer, so I'm going to bring out my handy dandy Smashbox. Again, it's just a little sample. Focus. I would never buy this in real size. It's not a wonder primer for me personally. But I know other people who swear by it. skin that is more on the dry side than the oily side. Like, yes, my T-zone will get oily, but my cheeks get very dry and my jawline. So if I don't moisturize properly, I get like little zits all down my neck. And I like to just pat it in there. My fingers are very clean. And mostly I'm lazy, that's why my hair's up in a towel. It's not a special, it's one of those Mac camping towels. And for those of you who are not Canadian, or even for those of you who are Canadian that don't know what Mac is, it's mountain equipment co-op. So it's a travel towel where it just folds up super duper small, but it does all the same wonders of any other towel out there. So I have two, as I rummage around, Smashbox Camera Ready CC Cream. And I like this one more, as I pull it out, than my Nude by Nature Sheer Glow BB Cream in Soft Sand, and this is in Fair Light. And I like this one more simply because I find it settles into my skin more. It's more of a matte, and I prefer the matte look, even though I've got like super glowy skin. Greasy, I call it greasy. Those who are being kind call it glowy. And it also has SPF 30 in it, and I much prefer that. But today I'm actually going to go with the Soft Sand Nude by Nature. It's made in Canada. Well, there you go. So I like to give it a quick mix. I put it on the back of my hand. And actually I'll leave the lid off just in case. Just in case I need more. And I do have a beauty blender around here, but I much prefer using my fingers. I am a fingers person. And I just like to. Now my moisturizer is still pretty wet on the skin. It hasn't fully absorbed. If it had absorbed, I would throw on some more moisturizer because I like to put it on damp. And I mostly just focus on my T-zone. I don't go all over the place with it. I don't drag it. Well, now that I've tapped my neck, I'm gonna put some on my neck. And I'm sorry I'm awkward doing this. I wasn't super keen on doing the video, but my friend, she really, really wanted it, so I was like, yes, I shall do it just for you. So this is for you. You know who you are. And just up on the lips, upper lip, above the lip. What is this area here? Above the lip. I just call it above the lip. I'll try and put a little on that zit there. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to go in with concealer though. And that is about it with the BB cream. I don't feel like I need any more. You may feel like I need more, but I do not. Like I said, this is a very subtle French look, and it's more about enhancing your features than going over the top. Now I use Pure Concealer Disappearing Ink in light, and I like it because you can, and supposedly, yeah, there we go, starts to come up the top, and I like that look, and a little on the blemish there, and again, just blend it in. Now I like to, what am I saying? Oh, I need a little bit more there. ring, so it puts the least amount of pressure on your skin and it's least likely to cause damage. So I just blend, 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 upwards, upwards, upwards. And with my eyes, I don't like to take it all the way up to the lash line because I find that it creases, and it looks like I'm wearing a whole bunch of makeup, and this is supposed to be the illusion, your makeupless makeup look. And that's if I end up doing makeup. Like this is my going out. I'm having a luncheon with other adults look. So this is like a very seldom look I do to begin with, like maybe a once a month look. So there's that there. So that's it for concealer and for BB cream. I'm not a huge fan of using contouring at all or bronzing, but if I would, I have the Pure Cameo Contour dual-ended stick, and I open it like this because this part likes to drop out. I'm not a huge fan of this, actually. I love this one by Pure, but I do not like this. Why? Well, of course it's not going to do it for you now that I've told you that it does it, but the bits fall out, and I feel like it's not a very natural look. But I'm going to do it for you now that I've touched it. So I like to do the whole sucking in my cheeks, and I like to put it actually just above that line. I'm not sure why or who I learned that from, but yeah, just above that line. And then I blend it out again. Well, I try to remember to blend it out. With my ring finger, but other fingers are missing out on the action, so they try to get involved. They're a little overzealous. I apologize. Is that even? I can't tell as I look in the mirror. Mostly, for the most part. And don't forget to blend up into your hairline, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Although my hair is still purple, you can't tell in this lighting, but it's still a dark shade of purple, and I'm liking it. I think I'm gonna stick with purple. It's a pretty awesome, it's violet. It's a violet shade. So that's that for my contouring. Is that contouring even? And I have a few different highlighters, by the way. I've got this one here, which is not super highlighty-ish, although that looks pretty nice on camera. I can put it on. It looks more like a concealer. It's supposed to be a highlighter, but it looks more like a concealer to me. Or at least I was told it was a highlighter. I just took it at face value. I'm searching in my wonderful, it's mostly lipstick. I'm a huge lipstick fan. And then I have a Ciate London Dewy Stick. See, that looks like a highlighter. And I like this one a lot. This is probably my favorite one. And the friend who requested this video actually gave it to me. She cannot do powders. No, she cannot do creams on her face whatsoever, and I cannot do powders on my face. My face does not react well to powders whatsoever. So whenever she gets something cream, she gives it to me, and whenever I get something powder, I give it to her. It's like a trade. And then she gave me this milk makeup, and I like this one, and I think it's gonna be really nice for the summertime. Because I feel like I'll be a bit bronzier then. I've got Arab. I've said this in previous videos, but I've got Arab and Indian heritage, and so I go bronze in the summertime if I'm out in the sunshine. So anyways, I will highlight the nose. There's no real rhyme or reason to how I put on the makeup. concealer first. Highlight the brow bone. And I learned that trick. Highlight right there. I've got like a bunch of makeup all over the place now. Now this onto brows. I do have a brow spoolie pencil brush somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So I normally just brush up my own eyebrows like that. There we go. And I love, this is probably my favorite brow makeup ever, and it's the MakeUp Milk Kush Fiber Brow. I know some people do not like it. Again, this works for me really well, but I've got sparse eyebrows since having babies and stress. You have stress after you have kids, although I am using a castor oil at night, so hopefully that's helping a little bit. There are chunks of my eyebrow that are missing. Anyways, so with this, let's see if I am able to not ruin the entirety of my makeup. You're supposed to brush it up and down, or down and up. Like that look. And mostly I don't mind missing a spot as long as I don't like streak it all across my face. And don't forget, just those brows closer to the inner edge. I like brows that kind of line up with my nose. I've never used an eyebrow pencil. I'm not a huge fan of those. Mostly because I like that more natural look, but you can tell the difference between the two already. And I go back in. I think I've used up most of it. I think it's used with hemp as well. And it's cruelty free, which I'm a huge fan of. Let's try to do it just using the viewfinder on my, is it a viewfinder? The camera part of my phone. Let's see if that works. I do, like I said, I have a mirror that's precariously perched on a tower over to the right of me. So if something goes terribly wrong, I can always, I'm so sorry. And, what was it? Your eyebrows are twins, but they're not identical twins. There. I used to know the word. Oh, jeepers creepers, of course, I've forgotten the word now. But anyways, I prefer this eyebrow to this eyebrow. Fun story for you. When I was 3, I saw my mom shaving. Yes, it ends poorly. I saw my mom shaving, and when she left for work, I went in and I stole her razor blade and I shaved off my eyebrows. So that was very, very awkward for a while when I was 3, and I cut my face up a little bit too, but I ended up surviving that escapade. So I also have the Brow Gal. If I just want a clear brow gel, but again, I'm not as much as a fan of this one as I am the Milk. I really like the Milk product. It does well with my skin. And oh, that's a good question. Not that you've asked, but I have it in Grind, so I have it in the darkest color. Even if I go, like I haven't really gone blonde. I've gotten blonde streaks before, but I've been a ginger ninja and a redhead and multiple different colors. I was blue for a while. I always like my eyebrows to be dark. I like them to be really dark. I have wanted to try out ash blonde though. That's maybe on my to-do list. Not that you asked or anything. So next up, I had a friend give me this. It's a brow cream, and I don't use it for my brows. And I might have a lot of people who know what to do with music screaming at me, "What are you doing?" But I actually use it as a liner because it is not in my color. It's in like a light brown. I think it's in lightest brown. Yeah, light brown. So, and it came with its own little brush. So I just like to coat that brush up. And I try to get as close to the lash line, and this is probably terrible, but I just dab it on the lash line. Just dab, 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 or even drag. Let's see if I can get that. And I do like the brown color. You can notice a slight difference with my eyes. I feel they make my eyes pop a little bit more. Don't stab yourself in the eye. That's really good advice. Don't stab yourself in the eye. Oh, see, this is why you don't put the highlighter on till after you've done your eyes, because now my finger is slipping in the highlighter. As I should drag it. Tap, 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 tap. Come on, you can do it. As I'm trying to peek at myself from under. Ah! No, I didn't stab myself in the eye. I'm gonna get some more product on there. I didn't actually get into makeup until recently. Like, I liked eye products, but other than that, not a lot of I didn't do a lot of products. Now this is supposed to, the friend who gave it to me said it's supposed to help with growing, but I find it hasn't done too much for me. But again, personal experience. So if it works for you, awesome sauce. Big truck just went by. Big truck just went by. I'm so sorry. If it works for you, awesome sauce. If not, you live and you learn. But I also understand the whole, yeah, I live and I learn, but I just spent $20 on it. So like I said, personally, it doesn't work for me, and I do find that I break out a little bit with it. So, what's up next for the eyes? I don't really put on any eyeshadow. Itch. Although I do have it is Pipion Flora. It's by L'Occitane, and I have not used very much of it, but sometimes I will dip. I will dip my finger in the green. Actually, why not? I'll just do it today if I'm going all out. And I'll just dab, 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 dab to just bring out the color. I don't really prime if I'm feeling like going a little bit more intense. Actually, nope. I preferred. There we go. Not a big difference. Actually, I think I liked it more beforehand. Anyway, so I have that for an eyeshadow. As I rummage. And I have a Lisa Watier. And then this one's just been decimated. That one's my favorite. Was my favorite, but I realize I don't like shimmery ones anymore, so I don't use it too often. Itchy nose. So, what am I thinking about? You know what? I totally forgot to put on sunscreen. I really like this Jen Marini sunscreen. It is expensive. It's on the pricier side, but it smells amazing. It smells citrusy. Itchy nose, I'm sorry. And it works really, really well. Again, I don't break out whatsoever with it. And it's 33% SPF. So, fun trick that I learned. I go off on tangents here. So for those of you who want to get like that carved out cheekbone look and everything, you use like an SPF 30 where you want it bronzier. And then you use an SPF 50 in the places where you want it to be brighter. And I know it seems like a lot of work, but in the end it works out to your advantage, I'm told. So this is an ancient medieval torture tool. It is. It truly, truly is. My sister and I used to torture each other with it when we were younger. And I try and go in and get as close to the lash line as I can. And sometimes I end up pinching the corner of my eye. course, I always end up blinking as well. I find it doesn't make a huge difference. It does not make a huge difference with me. Totally a torture tool. I can feel people cringing on the other side of the screen. Blink, blink, baby, blink. There we go. I feel more human again. And then currently I only have one mascara. There we go. I've only got one mascara. And I like my mascara black. And this is the Tarte Gifted Amazonian Clay Smart Mascara. And it's supposed to again help with growing your eyelashes out. Haven't noticed a difference, but in its defense, I use it once a week. That is, like if I'm doing a kind of going out makeup look, I will do my eyes, I'll do my brows and my lashes, but that's about it. So this, like I said, this is my full face. I don't like the smell of this. There's a couple other ones I've got on my basket in Sephora that I will try. I would like to try. But I will not be purchasing this one again. Mostly because the smell of it. They are green. I have nothing super against it. But again, you live and you learn. And it wasn't one where I was like, oh my gosh, it's disgusting. Toss it right into the garbage. I usually poke myself in the eye, by the way. And then I ugly cry. So there's that for you. I don't do my bottom lashes. And I'm trying to think. Normally the brown liner would be a little bit more intense, but I feel like that was going to end really poorly for both of us. Again, more ugly crying. So last but not least, ta-da! I like to use a lip scrub. I hope that makes a good noise. And I put another trick I learned is that if you want to keep your lip matte, you put, instead of chapstick down, you put your eye cream. You just dab it onto your lip. But I find my lip is still kind of dead skinny. It's got dead skin. So I'm gonna just give it a quick scrub. And I love my favorite lip scrub of all time is Honey. I'm losing it. Is Honey by Lush. Does that make a good noise? I'm hearing it. It's pretty nice to me. I should just do like an entire scrub is not a word. Lip scrub and body scrub video. That would be really fun, I think. That would make some pretty good noises. And then you get a yummy treat at the end. This one it's peppermint, vanilla, white chocolate, honey. It's amazing. I got their carrot cake one for Easter, and it smells really good, but it does not taste so good. And again, personal preference. So if you love it, that's awesome. So happy for you. Now onto lips. Lipstick. I've always loved them. So since I was a little kid, I don't know if it's the nostalgia, like of watching my mom put on lipstick when I was little, but I've been obsessed with lipstick ever since. So I've got, like, I'll show you right now. This is what I've got in my beauty box, which is not dozens to you, but I've actually got an entire other case full of lipsticks. today for you. I will be going with, and it's called Cayenne, and it's by Bite, and they are my favorite lipstick brand ever. They've got Rohypnol, nope, definitely not that. It's in red wine, and so it's anti-aging, and it's really good, and it's cold pressed, and they're natural, made in small batches, and I really like them. So let's see if I can put it on for you. No pressure. And this is probably the only thing that makes it look French, and even then, I'm going with the orangey one, and so I'd say more Cajun. I don't know why I want to say Cajun. When we were, or Caribbean. I've got coconut on me still, not coconut honey. When we were in Costa Rica on the Caribbean side, I saw this shade a lot and I loved it. So yeah, and it should probably be more subtle, because this, I don't know if it goes. Of course I got it on my teeth, of course. But I like that, again, that finger right there, that is a very useful finger to me. And I just like to blend it out. I know so many people who like, who like to have those really defined lines. And I kind of like that just kissed look. So of course it's coming across bad on camera. I'm getting it all over me. This is probably a finished look for me. It may not look put together for you, but I really like it like this. So I will go quickly finish up my hair, which won't be finished at all, and throw something on, and I will be back. So this is my finished look. I fixed my lipstick because I actually put a sweater on first and it smudged it, and I was having a Harley Quinn moment. Not that it's a bad thing to look like Harley Quinn. I like her very, very much, and I especially like Margot Robbie, who plays her, but for this look I didn't think it worked. I think I looked frazzled enough as is. Anyways, this is me. I hope you enjoyed. I actually had a better time filming it than I expected. I wasn't as nervous near the end, so I definitely would be willing to do it again. Like I said, it's not a huge, actually I see a pretty huge difference. I don't look nearly so what is it? I want to say drowned